Welcome, everybody, to the show with Mike and T-Roy. Hello, T.
Hey, bud.
How are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay. I got a dog licking my hand, so
Okay.
doing all right.
All right. Less peanut butter next time.
Yeah, right? That's probably what it is. I just gave her a treat, so now she's coming over probably looking for more.
Of course.
Yeah. So, anyway, go lay down, Cease. Go lay down. It was your birthday week. I know. You've got all these treats, things to play with. Yeah, I'm struggling with a Lego set, so I'm not having the greatest of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the X-Wing fighter.
Is it a 12 plus?
Oh, yeah, it's like a 18 plus. All that means, by the way, don't be fooled by those. I've done research into this stuff that like 8 plus, 12 plus, all that means is playability. So it doesn't mean like, oh, a 12-year-old should be able to handle this. It just means, most 12-year-olds, when they put something together, it's not a model. They want to play with it. They want to stupid shit like that. So when you get 18 plus and stuff like that, that's really like, yeah, adults should do this. But I've done so many of the big cars and things, and they're what's called Technic is the thing, and they're fucking put together like an engineer, like crazy.
I mean, it tells you like step by step, though. I mean, you have an iPad that says, now take this piece and put it here, and it gives you pictures and everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. I was just checking.
Yeah.
You have to like figure it out on your own. Like,
No.
Or like step. I mean, hey, I've had IKEA shit that's driven me nuts. So
Yeah.
there's pictures. It's probably not. I don't have an iPad and step by step instructions like that. But
it's just like the booklet. I mean, it's no different.
Sure.
It's not like the iPad gives you like, video instructions or something. It's not rocket science. But every once in a while, you get one of these sets that is expensive. They're all expensive. And this one is like the 40th anniversary Star Wars. So they've got this like collector series of Star Wars. And
the classic original X-Wing fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking good one.
Yeah, you would think, but it's...
Does it have R2 in the back? Luke
you,
in the front,
you
R2
can
in the back?
put R2 in the back, yeah.
You better.
Yeah.
You better.
But it gets like certain things. Like I'm used to doing those Technic ones, which are so nut and bolted, like thousands of pieces, and like it goes together and it's not coming apart, period. And then you get some of these where it's more Lego style instead of this engineering marvel, if you will. And the pieces like, oh, I put this one on and this one popped off. And I'm like, fuck, what's going on with this thing? I know I did it right, but maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. But
Tough to get all the way to the end.
some of those-
Have one of those
I'm-
extra
I'm-
piece laying around.
yeah, which I've done, that happens. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made, I bought the Star Destroyer, and I'm not proud of this at all. This is like an $800 Lego set. It comes in a fucking box, and it makes a Lego like this big. Okay, it's fucking massive. And I did it in California, and then I was like, oh, I'll just take it to my room and have this model on display there. It'll be fine. I can't even bring this fucking thing it's so heavy, and shit's falling off it everywhere.
How'd you carry the box in the first place?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, it's not any heavier than the box. It actually would be
No,
lighter
no.
because it doesn't have the box and the packaging with it.
Well, it was heavy as shit.
Okay.
I might have wheeled it out. I don't even remember. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like this gigundous fucking thing. And I took the thing apart. I took it apart, all of it, and put it back in the box.
Broke it right back down.
Yep.
Fuck
I was
this
like,
guy.
fuck this thing. And so I'm like, yeah, maybe Marshall can do this at some point. I just stuck it up in G's garage. It was just like, forget it. So I don't know what it's
Now,
worth.
does that
what I
stuff
can
come
get for
in
it.
like very specific order and bags and things like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Did you put it all back together the
I
exact
think
same way?
that one I did actually
Does
because
it
I
take
had
longer to take it apart than put it together?
no, that was easier. But I think I had my mom's help on that one, where I was like, I'd take a giant fucking wing off and be like, break this down, and I was like, this is like bag 3 is this wing, and then I'll take this wing and we'll break it all down, and you got to pull it all apart. She's not as good as I am.
No?
Not even close.
Ah.
Yeah, there were pieces still stuck together. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You got to break it down. So, anyways, it's been a difficult day just because of that.
Frustration kills, man.
Hey, we've all got our things.
Indeed.
And
I get it. I'm empathetic.
Yeah,
Frustration's a motherfucker.
it is. But I'm doing all right actually. But yeah. We've got another beer company. If we're getting to the news of the day, Apparently, this commercial came out 2 months ago for like women's empowerment. Don't they have a month, chicks?
We have a time of the month.
No. I mean, like, besides
they get like a week every month.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Oh.
There's a different, like, I think we're supposed to recognize like chicks and their greatness like once a
Women's
year.
Month?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Women's History Month.
Okay.
So women, they've supposedly done a lot through history, right?
Oh, it was March.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, which makes sense because now we're in May, and this commercial came out quietly a couple months ago.
Okay, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
The math works there.
Do you think they get shortchanged
On what?
in the idea that they're like innovative and like
What have they made?
they're the shit?
And what have they?
I don't know, but you could say that with black people, and they kind of get fucked. Like, didn't they invent peanut butter or something? And
Sure, okay.
there's probably a lot like black guys invented rock and roll / the blues, and then Elvis comes in and is like the white knight savior, and it's like, Led Zeppelin.
there.
As much as we love Led Zeppelin, they stole all their shit from lesser known black musicians, and so it's kind of a dick move. So I don't know. I mean, maybe women invented everything. Did women invent the iPhone and like Steve Jobs just like, bitch, get out of here, and then he stole credit for it?
Maybe. I doubt
I
it.
don't know. But apparently bitches have been brewing beer forever.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that. And now Miller Lite is taking issue. And they're acting tough. They say shit in this commercial like 20 times. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And what they're really taking issue with, and I'll
Is this
play
like the
play
take it in the
ad.
can one that was only for internet use?
I don't know. Probably.
Okay.
Probably. But it's like, yeah, bitches have been, brewing beer forever, and I don't know if guys just stole it from them or if their beer sucked. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had like, bitches brew or something.
I have had Bitches Brew.
Yeah.
Great album, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, is there a bitches brew and it's like all women made this?
Maybe.
I don't know.
So what was their ad? They didn't answer these
Well-
questions in this ad?
They're trying to help women get back to their brewing roots with this ad. And so
I mean, not that no women drink beer, but most women don't drink beer.
yeah. And if they do, they're kind of like leaning into being more guy-like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
After the softball game.
Exactly. you see it with comics too, women comics, that people are like, oh yeah, she's fucking hilarious. It's like, yeah, she's telling the crowd to suck her dick too. I get it. She's basically putting on man face to be funny and fucking outrageous Sarah Silverman types.
Sure.
Amy Schumer types, badass bitches. That kind of thing where you're like, you're just doing a hack fucking dude comic thing. No offense.
Well,
No offense.
whatever works. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah. So you want to see the Miller Lite commercial? And by the way, they have apparently taken this ad down and deleted all their social media from backlash, pushback to all of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought they would stand by their product and their advertising, eh?
You would think. And I struggled to find this commercial isolated on its own because you can't. It's just like, just show me the commercial.
Yeah.
And I don't
It's
need
all part of a news story, things
yeah.
like that.
It's another show breaking it down and this and that, which is fine, I guess. But can I have the original? So I think I found, this guy, Steve Dr. Steve. I don't know who that is, but
Thanks, Doc.
yeah, but plays the whole commercial, I believe, uninterrupted, which is like 2 minutes long. So
Okay. Well, it's 9:42. That's just, but this is the commercial in the show. Gotcha.
After the 2 minutes, he's going to come on and give his breakdown.
Yeah, we will.
and
Well, after the 2 minutes, we'll come on and give our breakdown.
exactly.
Sorry,
now,
Steve.
What,
Have
is
a
this?
seat.
What 2 months ago? This would have preceded the Bud Light
Yeah, that was April. April 1st.
Pushback.
So this was
That's
March.
right.
Yeah.
March, April. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just coming out now, and another company trying to go woke, I guess. I don't know. So
Let's see what old Miller Lite has to say.
Yeah.
Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries
Well, I mean, because back then they just made it in the kitchen, right?
Right.
later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow. Look at this shit. Wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their shit, but the whole beer industry's shit.
Yeah.
Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this shit and buying it back so that they can turn it into good shit for women brewers. Literally, good shit. How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad shit into compost. Then we feed compost to worms. Push out beautiful fertilizer.
That good shit helps farmers grow quality hops,
which is then donated to women brewers to make their own really good shit.
But there's definitely more shit out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any shit you got into Miller Lite, and they'll turn that into good shit too.
Bad shit to good shit.
So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
Okay.
I don't know that that's true.
So
what's
saying that women absolutely invented beer, not where some of the original. I'd go back and see exactly what she said there.
Yeah.
Some of the original, some of the first brewers.
And without bitches, we wouldn't have beer. Apparently,
no. I know.
Guys were never. Duh. We know how stupid guys are. Honey, where are my keys? Duh.
Yeah.
Every commercial tells us what morons men are. They can barely fucking.
So is this
put
a real
dishes away?
This is a real program that they're trying to do, like send all your posters and your stupid shit, and then they're actually going to compost it, or is this?
Yes,
this is a real promotion
I
that they're doing.
believe so. However, the woke cunt that was in charge, kind of like the woke cunt that was at Bud Light, has come out and deleted like all their social media and stuff.
Oh boy!
So people just found out about this and they take issue. I don't know. Doesn't like, okay, you're taking issue with the whole idea of objectifying women.
Sure.
Right? But what's better in the summer than the beach, bikinis, cold beer, 4th of July picnics? Like they all it's kind of a summer thing. Now, men, we'll go on to become alcoholics. We'll drink every night of the week. But in the summer, there is something to that LA giant beach scene and Florida beach scene and, out on the lake. It's men and women find the female form beautiful too.
I believe most probably do.
Yeah. You're not going to put a dude in a with a giant hog and a Speedo and have guys and girls be like, yeah. But chicks, I don't know, maybe they always had a problem with it, but I guess the only way to combat this now is to put Lizzo in your commercials, just have a pig doing it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have any issue with it really, I guess. I mean, they're trying to say that women had, such a strong part of the foundation.
What happened to
beer.
them?
Yeah, right.
Did men just steal their shit?
How come they're not just running fucking beer companies these days?
Well, they are in the marketing department.
Well,
yeah, they're running marketing departments and they're running beer companies into the ground.
Yeah.
Is what they're doing. So they are running beer companies, sort of.
Yeah, into the ground.
Yeah,
indeed. Yeah.
So
that never even made it to air. They pulled that. They made it, and we're like,
it's been pulled apparently like in the last day or two.
Oh, okay. So it had been
this had been out for a couple months for what was it again? Bitches Month or something? History Month.
March.
Yeah. And now they're. So I don't know how many people, and so you've got an old Coors Light poster.
Yep.
And it's got some nice titties on the cover, nice ass, whatever, and we've seen those over the years, the famous Budweiser poster with all the chicks lined up, standing with their backs to us with gorgeous asses, no Lizzos, just all 10s,
Yeah. Well, you can get 10 of those or 2 Lizzos.
Right.
So.
Right. Unless you do a satellite photo, then you could get more Lizzos, I suppose. But those were like when you're growing up, those were on your walls. If you're a little kid or whatever, we all enjoyed that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it helps beer sales. Probably quite a bit back in the day.
But that was the.
I mean, hot chicks
standard.
and summertime beach. Was like what people were into. So to act like fuck that history, send it all in. Like they want you to go through your dad's garage and start ripping all his Miller Lite and Coors Light posters off the wall with hot chicks on them. and send all that shit in. So these women can take that shit.
That bad shit. We're going to make it into good shit.
Yeah.
Make it into worm shit.
Yeah, we're going to make it into compost shit so these bitches can start kicking ass again. You know, since apparently some guy just walked up and went, yeah, I'll take it from here, ladies.
We should apply to that. Find out how you get it. Just identify as a woman.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And apply to get the free hops. So
just throw on some lipstick. I'll take a quick video of you. And
I don't even think you have to do that anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, just call you ma'am. And
I'm Troy. I'm a lady.
Just a lady.
And I want to make beer.
I want to make kick-ass women's beer.
Good old women beer.
I want to make
lady
good
beer.
Shit, not bad shit. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing.
I need some good shit.
So maybe
they're probably cutting edge that they wanted to put shit in that promotion.
Yeah.
And all this stuff.
Oh yeah, make them hard, tough. Kind of be more manly.
Shit. Let's see how many times we can say shit.
Yeah, let's say shit a bunch. It makes us cool.
Well,
we're on the internet.
Yeah, it's because all that stuff was just shit. Those posters and all the bikini ads. But then we're gonna make it into real shit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna become good shit.
And we're gonna clean up all the shit from before.
Yeah.
Because we're ladies and we're badasses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about you just make a good beer? And then make your promotion like all female, like kind of like it's an all Tuskegee Airmen or all black pilots.
Well, maybe they can get their own tab on like Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever with the black-owned businesses.
Yeah,
that's the only one that gets that designation.
Bitch-owned brewing companies.
So you'd know.
Yeah,
spend your money here.
Yeah, which are great for me. I love that stuff when they identify it, so I know who to avoid.
Oh,
where I'm not welcome. Where people are going to give me the stink eye if I try to walk into their establishment.
Your money's no good here, boy.
Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, cool. Thank you for putting all these movies in the African Queens department. I will make sure not to check those movies out.
Oh, what if they're good movies?
Yeah, well, then that'll come down the pike too, and I'll figure that out.
Then it should just stand on its own and not have to be classified as anything?
Yeah. Well, when you say African Queens collection, it's like, oh, okay, the African Queens are up to something, so I'll just stay back here. I'm not an African Queen.
I don't identify as an African Queen. It's out of my realm.
Right. So I did hear that Till was good.
Okay.
So if word keeps trickling out that Till is good, to me it seems depressing as shit. It's a horrible story. Terrible, awful. But historically, the Emmett Till story is an important one, and I have no problem seeing that as long as it's, I think everybody agrees that that's horrible.
I would hope so.
I mean, I'm sure there's a Klansman.
Everybody
agrees, there's a Klansman
but...
over here and a Klansman over there, but nobody. Honestly speaking, thinks Emmett Till deserved what he got as a 15-year-old boy.
Would definitely not
in
think so.
the deep South. Yeah. So do you
think anybody just the Klan just watches that like rewind that part?
Yeah.
Just watch that watch that scene like over and over. Get him again.
Get him again.
Get him again.
That's a good licking he took.
Rewind it again. I don't want to see any of that other shit. Just go to that part.
Teach these motherfuckers about catcalling our ladies. You think you can walk by a grocery store and catcall a cashier?
Not on my watch.
Shit.
Oh man.
So maybe I'll check that movie out. I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
But when you're talking about Cleopatra and it's getting a 1% on customers,
that's staggering number.
They're
for Rotten Tomatoes.
They're trying to figure out if it's like even possible, like that it would be that.
What they think they got hacked. Like, or is it just that big of a piece of shit?
Just that big of a piece of shit.
And I question that, right? Because it's.
And you know what? I was talking to my dad.
Unless it was just a sabotage, so you didn't actually watch the movie, you can just go on there and just rate it. And everybody was like, fuck them.
Maybe.
1 star, 1 star, 1 star.
Having Jada Pinkett Smith and using that name. Now, a lot of times it's like, the producer, we're not going to highlight that. But they highlighted Jada Pinkett Smith as the producer of that.
1 star.
Yeah. My dad went, fuck her. I was talking to him last night about this. And he was like, fuck her. No. Ever since the Will Smith thing, fuck her. I'm not interested.
Yeah, she gets the ban just like Will did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not exempt
maybe that's
from this
fair.
bitch.
Maybe it's not.
Oh, it's fair. It's more than fair.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch. I agree.
Probably more fair.
Maybe. Yeah. Either way, fuck both of them. Yeah, honestly.
So she doesn't get to go out and make money while he's sitting in timeout.
How long's his timeout? by the way.
I don't know until somebody
Chris Rock
does something
forgives him?
bad, I guess, and they forget about it.
OJ's just sitting there like, yeah, motherfucker, settle in. It's going to be a minute.
Until they need another middle-aged black guy to do a movie for something.
Juice actually thought he was jumping right back into the Hollywood scene, right back into movies once he was acquitted, found not guilty of murder, double murder. He literally thought, like, he made it home and was like, get everyone over here. We're having a party at the Juice's. And everyone was
back, baby.
Juice, I don't think you fully understand the temperature right now,
right,
in the country. It's like, what?
I'm innocent.
Yeah, they found me innocent. No, Juice, they found you not guilty.
Big difference.
So I don't know. I guess I gotta think that these beer brands, whether it's Bud Light, Miller Lite, I will say Miller Lite has a very distinct smell and taste. For all those beers, whether you're talking about Coors Light, Blue Light, Bud Light, like any of those they're all the same. I will say Miller Lite does have a distinct taste.
It does. Yep.
Kind of like Heineken. You might be a fan of it, you might not, but it does have that.
Heineken tastes skunky to me.
It's way skunky. Yeah. I hate it. Mm-hmm. But Miller Lite, there's something nostalgic to me because it's what my grandpa drank. And it just, every time I have one or open one, I get that smell and that taste that's, really Miller Lite. I don't get that with Coors Light versus Bud Light. So, maybe they're trying desperately to hang on to something knowing that these iconic brands are just not going to survive that long.
Maybe.
Like, kids aren't drinking that stuff.
No.
For the most part. I wouldn't think anyways.
Yeah.
There's just too much.
Well, the craft beer market, saturated.
Yeah.
The beer industry.
To the point that they just bought it all up.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. If it's all in the same parent company, who gives a shit what brand it is? As long as it's under that umbrella, it all pays the same anyway.
Yeah.
And that stuff's more expensive anyway, so the margins are probably way higher.
Yeah. Well, you see it, and every week we see this, and I don't know how long this goes. I don't know how long, it sounds like the people.
Now, this I don't think is any kind of a great promotion. I don't have any issue with it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny to see the backtrack, like be proud of your thing. Like,
yeah, right.
Stand up for it.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe what they should have done is put this out, had it run for March, and then, fucking put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's it. Let it be a promotion for that Women's Empowerment Month. Or
don't you think you're able to promote women and inform people about the past and women's contribution to growing hops and brewing beer without pissing in the face of your history and your main consumer? Let's be honest. I don't think I've ever seen a woman order a Miller Lite at a bar or a Bud Light. I'm sure they have.
Yeah, right.
By the millions, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's less common.
Yeah. It's
certainly not their target demographic.
No. It's almost strictly guys that you see doing that.
Oh, maybe that's why the push on the trans.
Maybe.
See? We can get women drinking beer.
Sure. Just get all the women. But I think there's a way to do this without shitting on your base, which is the mistake I think these companies are making.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
embrace the future, but don't shit on the past.
Right. And don't, while you can for Women's Month go, hey, here's what we've decided to do. I bet you didn't know this, but in 1826, a woman named Margaret fucking Johnson made the first beer brewing company, and it was stolen from her by whatever you say. And we felt like that they were nipped in the bud, and it was something that they were really good at, and we want to restart that history. And so for the entire month, a percentage of beer sales we're going to donate to Women Brewers of America, and hopefully, blah blah blah. But you don't have to. This whole shit. Yeah, it's good shit versus bad shit.
Yeah, that was the
You're
bad
basically
shit.
saying
you made your
core,
gajillions on that bad shit.
Right.
Let's not forget who put that bad shit out, Miller Lite.
Right.
Shall I go through your history and look at your advertising throughout the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
We can do that.
We can do that. Mm-hmm. And you made quite a mint on the people, including, believe it or not, some men even bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There are men that exist in America that actually bought cases of Bud Light, bought cases of Miller Light.
Yeah.
Natty Light.
There were a lot of them up until about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Buying Bud Light.
Yeah, we've got new data from Bump Williams Consulting and Nielsen IQ indicate that sales for, this is Bud Light, declined 23.6% in the week that ended May 6th relative to the same period a year ago. Slightly worse outcome than the 23.3% decline seen for the week ending April 29th. Other brands marketed by Anheuser-Busch have also had massive declines.
Oh, yeah. There. Yep.
So that's 11.4% for Michelob Ultra.
Those are the people smart enough to know that Bud and Bud Light are different.
Right.
I mean, are the same thing.
The same thing. And that includes Mich Ultra, Natty Light, down 4.3%. Bump Williams, the chief executive of the consulting firm, said the company is running out of time to fix the problem as the summer selling season unofficially started last weekend and Memorial Day is in 2 weeks. Anheuser-Busch met with distributors last week to discuss strategies for responding to the backlash, which may include a redesign of a Bud Light and Budweiser aluminum bottles. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it.
No.
I don't think just like having a cool colored can.
Yeah. Try making it rainbow. See how that works out for you.
Yeah. But go all in.
Might as well.
Sure.
Shape it like a dick. See if that helps.
Weekly declines for Bud Light started to settle in the negative 20% range, and they said the typical Bud Light drinker is still waiting for a genuine and sincere apology from Anheuser-Busch, as well as crystal clear communication on exactly what happened.
They've tripped all over their dicks trying to backtrack off of that thing.
Yeah.
It all keeps going higher and higher up. Everybody's just backing up. I had no idea that was going to happen. That would have never been approved if it came across my desk.
Well, it's weird because you think of everything as in a vacuum. Like, oh, this company exists here in St. Louis, and it's just that's what they do is brew beer.
Not anymore.
I don't think you understand how big these companies
It's not
are.
even American anymore.
No, I know. InBev owns them, which is in Europe. But nonetheless, these companies have massive size.
Oh, yeah, huge.
Humongous amounts of employees. So it's not beyond the realm that some marketing cunt is going to come in and, she's going to whip up her team into a frenzy and we're going to do this and then do it. And maybe corporate doesn't have any idea what marketers around the country are necessarily doing.
Well, it goes up to a certain level. I mean, does the
is the
president
CEO
of InBev, privy to every ad?
No.
But it's got to go high enough up the flagpole to get funding and get greenlit.
Yeah.
It's not just some chick in a boardroom going, yeah, let's film it, put it out.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work that way.
But I imagine there's so many moving parts in a massive corporation like that it wouldn't be like, oh, the CEO is signing off on every dumb thing they decide.
No, of course not. No, absolutely not. No, but that's checks and balances, and that's the pyramid of management and hierarchy.
Yeah.
Is that people, should be in
And does
the
the buck
positions.
stop then? Does the buck stop?
Well, no, because ultimately those people that approve that were put in positions, whether you were privy to it or not, or you technically approved it, you also put the person in position that approved it. So ultimately you're responsible for that on some level too.
Right.
It's just accountability. So it does on some level go all the way up to the top, but are they personally responsible for every decision that's made? No, but there is accountability for it.
Yeah.
Because the people that did approve it were hired and were under that umbrella.
I don't ever remember a time, at least in our lifetime, where the marketing model was shit on one part of your consumer.
Yeah.
That's where it goes off.
Well, I don't remember this. I don't ever remember us being at that point in this country, but
No.
that's kind of where we are.
Right.
That's the temperature of the country right now, is to shit on.
Anything white person,
Yeah,
or
just-
male.
exactly, yeah.
I mean that's what it feels like. Just come out and say it. Like fuck white people and especially white men.
Just divisive, in general.
But like if you're selling a product, you want, especially if you're a mass corporation. Like I get it. This show's not for everybody. I understand that. And we're going to do what we're going to do and kind of take it or leave it almost. That is what it is. But we're not a international corporation.
And
trying
why
to
is
get
that?
What?
Why is that?
What do you mean?
Because you're not going to follow your own advice here. Continue your statement.
What do you mean I'm not going to follow my own advice?
You're saying you understand why they don't cater to everybody because they're selling a product. What are you doing? Selling a product. Why don't you cater to everybody? I'm just saying, it's your own advice that you're about to say.
Yeah, but I think there's a market that...
Well, you can't say why you don't do it, but then you do it because of this, but you can't understand why other people don't do it.
Well, no. I'm saying because I think their customer base is very well established, and to me, that would be like, I'm trying to think what it would be like if we started just shitting all over
The left?
No, or our base is not the left.
No,
so,
exactly.
Like I know what my lane is, but that hasn't changed. You know, I'm willing to hear anybody out, but I don't think it would be in a company's best interest with national needs to go, yeah, fuck all these people that made us who we are, that took us to be the #1 beer in America, and fuck those people.
Yeah.
That I don't get. I understand like, oh, we're going to do for this month, we're going to cater to women and we're going to do something special for them. Great. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand
do
that.
a promotion, do an ad, do a targeted campaign. It all makes sense.
Donate money.
Exactly.
Totally
all makes sense. And like I said, even
no
this
one
thing,
would have a problem with that either.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No. Right.
You know?
I mean, yeah, they could have gotten that point across without shitting on the past.
Yeah.
And all the ads that they themselves put out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of shooting yourself in the foot on this one.
Do you think we're getting to a point where it's just like hot chicks, fuck them? We don't want anything to do with
No, because
model
everybody
hot
will
chicks.
always want to see hot chicks. Always.
I know, but if you can't put them in commercials anymore without
but you
catching
can.
shit.
Well, it's man, we are in a vacuum right now.
Yeah.
Everything fucking self-corrects. It's cyclical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, people will get tired of it.
Yeah. Eventually. I'm waiting for that day to come. I think you're right, though.
Yeah.
I
think we're looking at this, we're such a small speck of time of what we are. We're in it now, so it feels like, it's like I talk about my kids when they think third grade is the end of the world.
Right.
And that's the only thing they know, but there's so much more to it. And just this time and place that we're in right now just seems so all-encompassing.
Yeah.
That's all it is that's around us. But if you look at it's a speck of sand in the beach in this grand scheme of things.
Well, kind of along those lines, you had on upstairs earlier the newest Batman movie.
The Batman, apparently.
The Batman. Yeah, which was okay. It was fine. It was okay.
I
It was a little slow, the part you were watching. Slow as fuck.
And you know what I get like Gotham and it's dark and all that stuff. Why do these movies have to be shot so fucking dark that I can't see what's going on? Anything.
I know.
I literally can't see shit in these movies.
I agree.
You can make that point without it visually being so dark.
Yeah.
Do better, Batman.
Yeah.
All of the Batman.
I agree with you on that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
The point I was going to make, though, is to what you're talking about the pendulum swinging back. Like right now, everything they're doing with the Batmans and stuff like that is very, very dark. Like not just the color of the scene.
Yeah.
Like it's very violent. It's very, very dark.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah. It's very, very dark. And at some point, I was just thinking this when I was watching those couple scenes upstairs with you. At some point, someone's going to want to make a very colorful Batman with the pow, wow, ding, dong, like
the old Adam West.
The old Adam West style, where it comes back with colors and the Joker's more fun-loving, but it's not about this like totally sinister, evil, end-all mankind if I'm in control. Like it's just...
Yeah, because Batman the series was like that, I mean, it was normal. World was normal, and these people it was fun, in a way.
Right.
Yeah, and they've just taken it so far the other direction in this.
So dark, and whether it's like the Joker,
they want to just keep taking it to the next level. No, and you're right. And we'll see when that pendulum, when that starts to come back around, how they pull it out of the
well, remember with like when
cavern.
I'm trying to think if it was like Keaton, it was still like sort of colorful and the Joker and, with Jack and that kind of stuff. And then it just got progressively darker and Arkham-y and, like just horrible villains, which just, I like it just fine. But you can only make so many of those movies in a row before they go wonk and they go all the way back. And there's a nostalgia to it. There's something comforting about those nostalgia things.
Well, it's just like anything else that they're bastardizing the original ideas.
Yeah.
For their own whatever. They're just taking it and they're just driving it in the ground.
Yeah. And they're coming out with a new one every week.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
just, it's your point with Star Wars, where it's like,
Okay.
And
And I mean, hey,
watched
Star
too many
Wars,
of 'em.
hey, Batman at least is Gotham. So, I mean, they're limited in what they can do. Star Wars, fuck it. I guess they got the whole universe. Right?
Yeah.
They it's somewhat infinite, the storylines they can come up with.
right.
Yet they don't.
You are absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy John Fetterman is back, T.
Excuse me?
Yeah, John Fetterman.
Who?
He's Fetterwoman, excuse
Thank
me.
you.
Jesus
Thank
Christ.
you.
What am I thinking?
Self-proclaimed. I didn't give him the name. He did.
He did,
I'm
yeah.
just respecting my man's wishes.
Yes. God, how insensitive of me.
I know.
He's back. He represents Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Does he?
Yeah, he was gone for a
Is he?
while. He had a touch of the depression and anxiety,
Like
which
months.
I get. Months. Yeah.
A while.
Yeah.
Right after being elected, and you're supposed to roll up your sleeves and get to work.
They wheeled.
He rolled up his sleeves for his IV.
They also wheeled back into the Senate Dianne Feinstein.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, she had
Literally?
shingles for a couple months, and so they wheeled this fucking corpse. I mean,
Crypt keeper.
corpse into the fucking Senate floor, and one of the reporters is like, "So, how you been doing? How does it feel to be back?" And she's like, "What do you mean? I never left. I've been voting." And he's like, "Oh, so you were doing like online votes from home?" She's like, "No, been here." Like she doesn't know she was gone for a couple months. She's
Really?
90. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So this is what we're dealing with
I mean,
right
they
now.
didn't just like pick her up, carry her in there, and let her go fucking vote and take her back out.
I don't know what they did, but she doesn't look good, and
No, she does
we
not
can't
look good.
say anything because making fun of a woman's looks.
No. Well, I'm not saying she's not attractive. I'm saying she looks like fucking death warmed over.
Yeah, she looks like the Tales from the Crypt character
Yeah.
for sure. No offense to her. No offense
no offense to the Crypt Keeper,
The Crypt
actually.
Keepers,
Yeah.
yeah. Those guys seem a lot more animated than her. And traditionally speaking, Crypt Keepers.
Indeed.
So you want to see Federer woman?
More than you could possibly imagine.
So that top one there, Greg Price did a nice job of tweeting out what was going on, and they're talking about the banks.
Yes,
banking
the
system.
bailouts.
Well,
or what
John
it-
will explain it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
As eloquently as possible.
Yeah, he'll nail it.
Is it staggering? Is it a staggering responsibility that that the head of a bank could literally crash our economy? It's astonishing. That's like if you have, and they also realize is that now they have it's
Right.
in a guaranteed way to be saved by how.
Yeah.
So it's isn't it appropriate that this kind of control should be more stricter
Yeah,
More stricter. For
I was
sure.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
to prevent this kind
Way
of
more
thing
stricter.
going? Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank,
Bailing and
regardless
sailing.
of how their conduct is?
Well, can they crash the economy themselves,
No one
John?
responds
Or well, everybody's still trying to are you done, or is this just another awkward pause? What are we doing
It's
here?
just an
John?
awkward pause.
Right? Are we just waiting for that next fucking word to pop into your head? The 7 that you've gotten out to this
Yeah.
point.
He looks better wearing a suit and tie than a Carhartt.
He does,
because he was
yeah.
never really a Carhartt guy. He was a rich guy, but
I think that's got to be custom tailored to fucking account for that gourd or whatever coming out of the
giant fucking
back.
second head on
Yeah.
his neck. Yeah,
Can we hear more of this?
sure.
Crickets.
I'll give you an example.
Oh, please
the
do.
Republicans
Yeah.
want to give a work requirement for SNAP. For a hungry family has to have this.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's an example of what, John? We were talking about bank bailouts, but let me hear that awesome segue again here.
Yeah.
please. And
It's a great segue.
It's the awkward pause for me.
Yeah,
the dead fucking silence.
This was a committee.
It was like he was asking a question. And
He was.
What? I know. And nobody. Okay.
And you know what they
Well, give me an example.
Those
that
guys
means-
pulled the best move. Like, I ain't responding to that. I don't even know what the fuck he said.
No, right? Still trying to fucking make sense of that.
If we just stay quiet, maybe he'll just keep yapping. I don't know.
Yeah.
to prevent this kind of thing from going? Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank, regardless of how their conduct is?
Right.
Anybody? No?
No one?
Anybody?
Want to take that?
Uh-huh.
I'll give you an example. The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. For a
This is gonna be a
hungry
great
family
example.
has to have these
So on
this
point.
kind of penalties, or these some kinds of working required. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sail your bank with billions of your bank? Because they seem to be more preoccupied than SNAP and requirements for works for hungry people, but not about protecting the taxpayers, that will bail no matter whatever does about a bank to crash it.
My fucking brain hurts.
I know, dude.
I mean, that really makes my brain hurt.
Don't you want someone to go, just kidding, we edited the shit out of that. Made him sound like a retarded man, but way to go, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, at
exactly.
least you got someone representing
Right?
you.
Pro-choice.
Yeah,
Hey, here you go.
sort
You
of.
got it. This guy.
Another awkward pause. No one says a word. Nothing?
Nothing? Really?
Sure.
I'll just give it back. I don't know what the fuck to say.
Oh, man.
So he's taking issue with the SNAP program, and I don't know what the acronym is for, but stupid.
Oh, boy. Careful. Careful. Easy, Rod. Easy, Rod.
Yeah, I should just leave that.
Yeah,
there.
we'll let that
I
one.
don't
Just
know.
stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So the SNAP program, what he's saying is like
Supplemental
these
nutrition something or whatever the hell it
and
is.
people,
Yeah.
and the poor,
And peanut butter.
So he's basically saying these monsters, these Republicans want, in order for you to get free food from the government, they want you to have some sort of a job.
Yeah.
Like, all right, if we're going to help you out,
Yeah.
help us help you, and you get a job, and then we'll cater to you. And that's no.
How
Just give
dare
them
you.
free food.
How dare you?
How
Exactly.
dare you expect anything from these people? So these monsters, these Republicans, they expect these people to work a little bit.
To try?
Yeah, try. Give an
better.
effort. And John's not having it.
of
I think,
course not.
I think that's what he said anyways.
Well, you got to cater.
Not 100% sure.
You got to cater to the base, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
So-
is this other one the same thing, or is this anything
Yeah, it's
else?
more bullshit.
Okay. My brain can't handle another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Don't even.
Hey, the weather's flipped, so it's time for Zott Ford's summer savings event. The warm weather. I almost feel like I'm going to have a hard time reading this.
Yeah.
Like I needed a minute for my brain to readjust. The warm weather brings hot deals and superior savings, making now the best time to take advantage of the deep discounts on the remaining 22s in stock. Plus, Zott Ford has 0% financing on tons of inventory, including Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition, and F-150s. How about this? Zott Ford also brings back their much-loved Sign and Drive lease. Yes, that's right. The Sign and Drive lease is back. For example, you can lease a 23 Explorer below $450 a month, sign and drive. You can lease a 23 Bronco Sport below $480 a month, sign and drive. Finally, lease a 23 F-150 below $490 a month, and you guessed it, sign and drive. Last but not least, our friends at Zott Ford may not have the grammatical wisdom of our boy T-Roy, that's me, but they do have the military trifecta, which means if you are active military, a veteran, or a first responder, Zott says thank you with an additional $1,000 in savings. That's pretty badass. So go check out all the details, plus Zott's summer savings and incredible inventory at dealsinthed.com.
RadioFor1.com is live. You can get merch there. Great way to help the show out. Amazon link, Amazon Canada. A lot of people wanted the Amazon Canada link, and we got that going. Groupon as well. MyPillow, just use promo code TDC when you're checking out. Obviously, it won't charge you anymore. It just gives us a nice kickback. They've really done well for us. And a link to our Patreon page, which is one of the best ways to support the show. Tough sailing the last couple weeks, but we'll add some more stuff in there. ASAP. I promise you that. And we'll do a makeup show for yesterday. I had to go pick up the folks. And
Yeah, how'd that go?
yeah, it was great. It was good. My dad is still fully hate watching sports.
Okay.
We're sitting in there. So they just got home. So he was like rehooking up his stuff. And he uses YouTube TV now. He cut the cord from cable.
Attaboy.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, you got to do it. It's fucking great. It's saving you money. It's awesome. He's already signed up for the NFL package for this coming year. So we're going to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a much bigger savings. And honestly, when do we ever watch DirecTV?
Well,
Like never. Me.
yeah,
For the
sporting
most
events.
part.
That's it.
Sporting
if
events,
you can get
yeah.
live TV through that stuff. That's been the biggest hang up on cutting the cord on that. Was live and the sports,
it was
like
for me the NFL package.
Yeah.
And so every time like the Dish Network would call and be like, "Hey, we've got a spectacular offer of $12 a month for the first year," blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, "Oh, cool, that sounds awesome. I'd love to do that." How much is the ticket? NFL Sunday ticket? And they'd be like, "Nah, well, fuck. Well, all right, have a good one." They'd stop immediately. They knew they couldn't.
Oh, that's your hill to
compete.
die on? Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Nope,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, how much is the NFL Sunday ticket with you guys? And they'd be like, "Yeah, okay, he's a football guy. Never mind."
Yeah.
And it's a,
I see
the way it went.
they're doing a game specifically on Peacock this year.
Yeah, is that Good
streaming?
Friday?
I don't know. I didn't get in the
Or not
details. I
Good
just saw the
Friday.
Thanksgiving. What are we
No,
talking
Black
about?
Friday.
Black
Black Friday might be the
day after Thanksgiving.
yeah. They're doing a game. They've got a triple header on Thanksgiving, and then they're doing for the first time.
A Black Friday.
They're
game?
doing a Black Friday game. Yeah, African American Friday game.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ!
My
I'm
goodness.
sorry. I don't know what year is this.
Telling you.
It's
I was wondering when that was going to catch.
I'm embarrassed for myself. So, yes, African American Friday, obviously. So in the morning you
I've
go
seen the
out,
videos.
you get in fist fights over a doll or a pair of socks or something, beat the shit out of each other, and then you go home and
$100
watch the
TV.
Jets.
Yeah, it's worth
Yeah.
going to jail for.
Fuck yeah, no doubt about it. You're not going to jail for that anymore. Just take the TV. You don't
Yeah,
even need
right.
to pay for it anymore. Just take it. Be on your way.
Why go shopping? Wait till a cop kills a black guy and just go get one.
Yeah, exactly. And then go get everything you need. It's great. It's a great system we got going right now. I have actively avoided it. It's against my better judgment, but I have actively avoided trans stories
Okay.
for a while, for a couple weeks. I don't know if you've noticed the difference.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I can be a bit much with things when I gets going, but I did this with years ago with the Toiks, where I could every day I could pull another hot teacher that fucked a student, and it was becoming like, okay, this is the same story. So the way I've explained it is, you know what, it's got to be a teacher that fucks like half the guys in the class,
Right. Or like
on a
in the
field
classroom
trip.
while the rest of the class is watching.
Or filming.
Or just they all line up and take a train. Yeah.
Right.
Just one sending some nudies back on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Just not cutting it anymore.
And she's got to be a fucking 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it doesn't, like, oh, great, the lumpy fucking homely teacher fucked the stupid student.
Yeah.
No. We want to get the image like, oh, man, if I was him and if this was my class, like, especially you and I,
teacher like that.
borderline sex addicts, like you and I, would have had a field day in today's scholastic experience.
Yeah.
Fucking field day. Period. End of story.
Yeah, the times they have changed.
Yeah. I mean, and not in a good way for us, because I feel like there was so much left on the table.
I probably got
so
way-
much more meat on the bone.
I would have got way better grades.
Yeah.
I'd have gone to school more.
Yeah,
Like
me
this.
too.
See?
Yeah.
A lot to be said for that.
I agree with you. But I can't ignore all trans stories. And this one I like.
Hey, listen, when they're newsworthy,
Yeah.
then let her rip, Tater Chip.
This one's hilarious. A group of sorority sisters who they're suing the University of Wyoming.
Okay. They just let a lady in.
They're just a lady, just a 6'2", 260 lady,
All right.
walking around with hard-ons.
Outstanding.
I'm sorry. Again, ladies, you're just going to have to take this one in the fucking tits for a few more years. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is.
You got to wait till next March to bitch about it.
Yeah. For the first time, like, white men are respected. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's this push to hate white men.
That's how we had to circle back.
Yeah.
To become white women.
And now we're more respected than, as long as we go, oh, yeah, just a lady, then we're more respected than actual fucking women.
Yeah.
Like, fuck them.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Transphobes.
look at the last few women of the year,
Yeah, all men.
right? Speaks
great.
for itself, I think.
It's great. It's fantastic. So they let this just a lady into the group, and so these girls have broken cover to describe how they live in constant fear in our home after the hulking student has become physically aroused around them.
Yeah, right. Shower time, ladies. Let's go.
Let's go. He constantly wants to talk about vagines and titties.
Okay. course. Why wouldn't you?
Not even joking.
Yeah.
He like sits down on a couch, just spread
Fucking
legged
ball
in a
hanging out.
skirt, both balls hanging out, just like, so, how are our titties doing today, ladies? Anyone having fun mashing their vagine
Just
by
doing
themselves?
some research.
Yep. Any of us?
Can't wait
all
for
of us?
mine to be official.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how all of our clocks sync up as soon as we live together and we all start bleeding out at the same time? It's crazy. Anyone else having itchy balls? Any of you other ladies having itchy balls around the house this week? I don't know what it is, but this heat is making my bag itch like crazy.
Every morning, he's walking around with his ladywood. You know?
Yeah, he's just got morning wood. Oh, God. Excuse the ladies. Sorry, ladies. I've just got my morning lady wood. Don't mind me. So the 7 women from Kappa Kappa Gamma House have filed a lawsuit against the University and Artemis Langford, 6'2", 260-pound trans student who joined their chapter last year in September. Langford has been living outside the sorority house and was expected to move in the coming year. However, the student, who is referred to as he and him in the suit, still often stays for meals, attends events with the ladies. And he's got a key. He's able to just walk in, and I guess it's like second and third floor are where the ladies' showers are, communal showers.
Okay, sure.
And where their bedrooms are.
Yeah.
And he's got full access to that shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's officially a sorority member, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a pledge? One of those. I
No.
wonder what their hazing process is like.
No, and they couldn't decline him. Like, it came down from the top, from Kappa Kappa Gamma, right from the top. We're
Oh.
like, yeah, you got to let the lady in.
Lambda, and
It's
Omega Mu.
It's a weird... Oh, shit. Who's that?
Oh, those are the Kappa Kappa Gammas.
Fucking A right they are. Wait, where's this one?
Oh, jeez.
Why isn't this one in
I
the
don't know.
picture?
You'd be able to pick that one out in the picture. I can guarantee you that.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That
Wow.
is a... Look at those girls.
Yeah. Well,
They could go on a Bud Light poster.
indeed.
You know what I mean?
That would sell some beer right there.
Fuck yeah, it would. There is just something about a 20-something female form.
We'll have to have a draft.
It is what it is. Yeah, we could draft. I know who's going to be last picked. Yeah, the student, let's see, it's a weird, gut-wrenching feeling that every time I leave my room, there's a possibility that I'll walk past him in the hall, said Hannah, one of the sisters. It's a weird feeling to know I could run into him any time. He has full access to the house. But this just goes to show, like, we need women's spaces for that reason. Like, I'm not putting these likes in. These are...
That's the actual, yeah.
Like, our house
I
is
have
our
daughters.
home.
I know exactly like what it's like.
Yeah.
You know,
like our house is our home, just like anyone else's home. Like, you go home at the end of the day to feel comfortable and relaxed in your own skin. And like, you can't do that knowing that this individual has full access to your house. Spoken like a true 20-something chick.
exactly.
Another student said some of the sisters have been sexually assaulted or sexually harassed. Some girls live in constant fear in their home, and our home is supposed to be a safe place. It is seriously an only female space. It is so different than living in the dorms, for instance, where men and women can commingle on floors. This is not the case in our sorority house. We share just a couple of main bathrooms on the upstairs floor. So the lawsuit alleges Langford stared at the woman. He'd just sit on the couch watching TV, scratching her balls, and then she would just be like, not say a word, and just be like, oh yeah, and the chicks would be walking by, and she would just sit there itching her nuts and just going, oh yeah.
It's not nuts, itching the nuts, ladies. That's fluffing.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Sometimes it's itching the nuts.
Apparently,
I mean, I don't know how ladies itch their nuts, but
apparently not all chapters are created equal. By the way,
no.
no.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the woke version.
Guess it depends on which campus you're on. They're not.
Is that a
Yeah,
shameful
it's just,
Kappa Kappa
That's
Gamma
just another
house?
Kappa Kappa Gamma. I mean, that's just a sorority that's on every campus. Basically, it's just one
Yeah.
of the.
They could make the beer. That group, you know,
sure.
not going on the posters.
Yeah, they could probably slam some too.
So he would stare at the women without talking for hours.
Just oogling.
Oh yeah.
Just hey, you listen. He knows.
Come on.
He knows.
Yeah.
Time is limited. He's just
It's coming
getting
to
as
an
much data as possible, storing all that fucking
Yeah.
on the microfiche. Filling that database, baby.
One sorority member walked down the hall to take a shower wearing only a towel. Oh, yeah. She felt an unsettling presence, turned around and saw this fucking clown just standing there. Mouth breathing all over her.
Looking good today, Megan.
By the way, if you could find pictures of her with the sorority, they claim this is 6'2", 260. You're 6'3", 250-ish.
Yeah,
this is
no
not
way.
260.
If that's 6'2", that ain't, no, good Lord, no.
No.
No, that's
Right?
3 spins
all day. Because I'm looking at you going, yeah, there's no shame in that game. T-Roy's a fucking hunk. He's
6'3", that's right around 250, somewhere in there.
So you're telling me this is 10 pounds heavier than you and an inch shorter?
No.
Bullshit.
Boy, that head's just, they got 20 pounds on me just there.
Yeah, absolutely it does. Do women weigh more than men, though?
Muscle weighs more than fat, so probably not.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
So they call him Mr. Smith in this. I'm going to respect her and call her Mrs. Smith.
Oh, why is she married?
Or Ms. Smith.
There you go.
Yeah. So she turns around and sees Mr. Smith watching her silently. Oh, yeah, just a lady watching another lady go to the showser. So in another disturbing incident, Langford has become physically aroused. Ms. Smith has, while watching members enter the sorority house, had an erection visible through his leggings. He's wearing women's leggings, and her cock is just pounding through it.
Okay, so the picture that you showed, that I showed earlier,
yeah.
I mean, at least it looks like with the long hair and some lipstick and kind of trying to look like a woman.
Sure.
Here's the other sorority picture that they have.
Yeah.
No, that does not look like trying to look like a woman at all.
No, that's just a dude who wants to talk about pussy with chicks.
Yeah.
And has no chance of landing actual women.
Why are we blurred out here, ladies? Let's go.
Right?
Let's go. What are we doing here?
Some other times they say he keeps a pillow in his lap.
Well, I mean, that's out of respect.
Yeah. No one needs to see my lady wood. No one needs to see my towering, massive lady veiny wood. So I keep a pillow in my lap, as a respectable lady should. There has been an exemption granted for him for his safety, but not for these young women. That individual still comes to the house, still engages in dinner, still sits in the chair and watches the girls.
But not allowed to go up and sleep with the ladies or shower with the ladies?
No, or doesn't. I don't know if he's older, and so maybe he's not in the sorority house. Or maybe he was about to move into the sorority house. I don't know. It's weird the way they worded that.
Uh-huh.
So one of the students said she almost decided to leave the sorority. Oh my gosh, because of the issue. But I reconnected with fellow sisters and alum, and I realized how important this organization is to me and everybody else. And I refuse to allow subverting my rights as a woman to cater towards the comfort of a man. I will not let him take these opportunities from me. Trans students need their own spaces and deserve to be safe and protected. It shouldn't come at a cost to female students. Sorry, ladies. This thing actually wants you to believe that it's a woman. Mm-hmm. And so in order to be a real woman, it needs to be in woman spaces. Exactly. That's the only way that works. So you got to keep that in mind, but by going, well, they deserve to be safe and in their own spaces or have their own sports league or whatever. You're basically saying, yeah, you might not be a dude, but you sure as fuck ain't a woman.
Nope.
That's the problem there. So, I don't know. They're going on and on. They also allege the sorority ignored official bylaws when including a Langford guide to supporting our Alphabet Mafia members that says Kappa Kappa Gamma is a single gender organization. The sorority does not discriminate against. Yeah.
Okay.
Tough, man. It's tough. I got to be honest.
It is. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, let's make sure that those other 30 fucking women don't feel safe and comfortable.
Right. It shouldn't take women having to come out and say, I don't feel comfortable with this. There are a lot of social situations where women have been taken advantage of, women have been abused, and sororities are one place where guys aren't allowed. They just historically aren't.
Well, no.
Now they can have dances and stuff where they get, but there's like an adult female woman that lives in those sorority houses.
House mother. Hell yeah.
House mother. And it's like, get your fucking immature heart on out of here, asshole. They're just swatting dicks all day when chicks try to sneak guys.
Fraternities don't have like house dads.
Fuck no. No, they don't. But for the women, it's like, no, we this is the way this is going to be. This is going to be a safe spot for women. We're going to have meals together. We're going to throw stupid little parties together. And it's not a place where guys are welcome to spend the night. Pillow fights, of course.
Yeah. Scissor fest.
All kinds of stuff like that. And it doesn't mean girls can't get into trouble and can't go get some dick if they want. But, that's not the place to do
Not
it.
in our house.
So why we feel comfortable just going, yeah, you know what? Shut up. How about that? Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You just deal with it. So this guy's walking around with a heart on? Cool. It's just a lady with a boner. What? You've never seen a lady with a heart on before?
No, you have to, I'm not big in the Greek game.
Me either.
But I understand the process a little bit. You have to apply to
Rush
there you go, fraternities or sororities,
Yeah.
if you will. And then you have to go through a process, and not everybody makes it.
Right.
Some are accepted, some are not.
Right.
Some don't aren't even allowed the opportunity to rush. Just get shoot out the door before that even happens.
Which is how we got the nerds fraternity, right?
Exactly. Lambda, lambda, lambda. The tri-lambs.
Yeah, the tri-lambs.
Yeah.
Because it was like nobody wanted them.
And the Omega Moos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. See how that works?
So why did they let this dude in? Why didn't they just reject him?
Oh, no, I think it came from above, from
They had
national
to?
headquarters.
Oh, here you
Like
go.
the
Here's your
president of the sorority.
Like, oh yeah, here's your.
It's like, you
here's
got to
your
let
new
this
sister.
lady with a heart on in. You have to.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so that's what they're dealing with. And it just seems to me like we finally have gone out of, as a society, recognized, like, yeah, you know what? You can't just be raping people. You can't assault chicks. Like, there's been a real movement to, like, acknowledge that there's some problems in the movie making business with, like, you want this job, suck this dick. Like, that was...
The Me Too movement.
Yeah. People were able to get away with that shit for a long time and take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. And we've done a really good job as a society of recognizing that and going, you know what, not cool.
I would like to know one of the quotes in there, I let it slide, but one of the girls was sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
I would like to know a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
If there was truly a sexual assault, why there are no charges, or are we just throwing those words around, ladies? I saw his boner. I walked by him in the hall, and his boner poked me in the leg.
Yeah.
As we scooted by each other in the skinny hallway, and he stabbed me in the
huge.
thigh with it.
That, I think, would be assault. A little bit, right?
Okay.
If
Well,
you,
listen,
if you don't have control of your
I'm
heart
just saying
on,
you can't go throwing those words around unless you're going to start pressing charges. I want an
Yeah.
investigation onto this sexual assault.
yeah, what did they say?
You could be sexually harassed. Someone was sexually harassed, but one of those women said they were sexually assaulted.
If you're sitting there with a hard on the couch in front of these girls, that's sexual, not assault.
That's
sexual
not assault.
What was the first
Harassment?
one? Harassment. That would be sexual harassment.
Correct. Saying things are sexual harassment.
Yeah,
Sexual assault
making
crosses a
girls
line.
stare at your hard on while you're sitting there. Oh yeah, oogling. Oh yeah, yeah, unacceptable.
But one did say sexually assault. I just had questions.
You're right.
That's all.
You're right. Some girls live in constant fear. Blah blah blah. Another student said it's particularly distressing because some of her sisters have been sexually assaulted.
Oh, so plural.
Or sexually harassed and want to feel safe inside the home.
Oh, okay. That in the past, I guess.
Okay.
So they have been in the past.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
That's fair.
I just had questions because it
That's
made it
fair.
sound like that it was from this dude.
Yeah.
So, but sure. Yes, lots of people have been sexually assaulted.
Having women only spaces, I don't think is a terrible idea where they can go and feel safe. Men are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
We wrestle and fuck around and are immature, especially at that age. And if you want to have a space that's just for ladies, where they're trying to sit down and just do homework in the library and they can't help it when 3 half-drunk fucking sorority brothers come waltzing in and talking about how hot she is and trying to take her to a party. And like we've seen all of that stuff. And it's like, you know what? They've got their spot where they can go and feel comfortable. And I don't know that it's a great idea to invade that. and disrespect that space.
I would think not at all.
Yeah.
I wonder what Miss
You
Rowling
don't need
thinks
those
about
spaces for men. You just don't. That's the reality. Like no guy is sitting at the library minding his P's and Q's, doing his homework, and worried that 3 half-drunk, smoking hot chicks are going to walk in and harass him. It's never happened.
Yeah, they're not worried about the smoking hot guys that are harassing them, for the record.
Probably not. They never did with us.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's the difference between flirting and being creepy is how attractive you are.
Well, we got to get some email
All
because
right.
we've got a lot of it. Not right this second. I did want to do an Ask T-Roy too.
Okay, good. Let's get her.
We'll get there.
Don't tease me with it. Either fucking shit or get off the pot, man. Let's
Well,
go.
I'm just saying. I wanted to ask your opinion on this. This will hit closer to home for you. I have my opinion on this story. And part of it is Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt gets beat up more than anybody. One of the main reasons, or really the only reason Chris Pratt takes so much shit is he's an open Christian, right? And people use that as they can say whatever they want, but it's clear that's why he takes so much shit.
Well, as far as I know, he's done nothing wrong.
No.
He doesn't have any black marks on his record.
No, African-American marks, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I was talking about negatives, but
So was I.
you took it there. Oh, boy. The outtake from Parks and Recs where they're talking about the comeback story.
Oh,
One of
my
the funniest bloopers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I
You want to pull it up while I read this?
Sure, yeah.
Chris Pratt divided social media users, and I need you to put on your multitasking skills so you can.
I'm listening.
Okay, because this is more about you than anything.
Okay.
Divided social media users after he made a sweet tribute to the mothers in his life on Mother's Day. Some questioning why his post did not include by name his ex-wife Anna Faris.
Okay.
On Sunday, the actor posted on Instagram and Twitter a message dedicated to the mothers out there and a special note to his wife, Katherine Schwarzenegger, yes, the mother of 2 of his kids, Lila and Eloise. The post included a family picture of him standing next to his mom, Kathy Pratt, his wife, and his mother-in-law, Maria Shriver. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Especially grateful today for Katherine. You're a wonderful partner. You've provided me such a blessed life. Our 2 daughters are so lucky to have you, and you're the best stepmama to Jack. And to my mom, Kathy, you raised us with such love, light, and laughter. So grateful for you today and always. And to Maria, the best Mama G. I'm lucky to have you as a mother-in-law. And to all the other moms in my life, I'm so grateful for all you do. Thank you so much. Hope you feel celebrated today.
So Anna Faris is who we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Did she shit out one of those kids?
Jack,
Okay, that's his.
the stepmama.
Okay.
Jack. So people are like, what about the mother of your son? What about your first wife? She's being super mom, raising your first child. However, it would not have killed you to acknowledge the mother of your first child by name. Like, really?
Sure. Or
I literally wished my ex's wife a happy Mother's Day today. Like, what? Why wouldn't you if you have kids in a blended family?
I can say that this might be the first Mother's Day that I did not specifically reach out to my ex and wish her a happy Mother's Day.
Really?
I have for a long time. Now, I don't go on, social
Social
media
media.
and tag her in things.
Yeah.
But I have in the past, reached out and told her happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I did not this year.
Okay. Any specific reason why?
She's a cunt.
Yeah.
But other than that,
She did cheat
Aside
on you.
from that-
I mean, can we not forget the fact that she cheated on you with Jesus?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean-
it is what it is. They're still having a torrid affair.
Yeah.
Even though she's remarried. But no, you know what? Fine. Kids are grown. They're on their own. I'm not wishing you a happy Mother's Day till death. The
Yeah.
ex parte has run out.
I don't even think that's immature of you. I think it's normal. Do all take the celebrity aspect out of it, right? This is a cheap shot at a celebrity who, by the way, gets shit on all the time. I think he's fucking hilarious in movies. I think he's fucking hilarious in Parks and Rec or whatever.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, the guy's a Christian. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, that's a sin these days.
Yeah, it is. I mean, dude, what the Dodgers are doing I'm not even going to bother. It just doesn't end. It doesn't fucking end. I'll tell you what they're doing. They're having a
Wait a minute.
celebration of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
Okay.
Okay? So this includes...
Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
These are dudes dressed as women.
Oh, no, okay.
And they dress as nuns and they make fun of Christianity.
Oh, shit. I wanted to know what they were indulging in.
Yeah. So
they're
you
not
may have
sisters.
heard of Sister Taint a Virgin.
Oh, I have not. I missed that one.
Yeah. How about Sister Risque of the Sistine Chapel? You heard of her? How about Sister Edith My Flesh?
No. Edith my box.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they're doing. The Dodgers are doing a special day for Pride Month.
Okay, good for you
with
guys.
all of them there, and the Christians are going nuts. Like, okay, how many times are you gonna fucking piss in our face?
Yep.
Really?
When do they have? Do they have? Yay God Day?
No. Fuck no.
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 I
Yay
thought
God Day.
I thought everybody got their equal time. I thought that was the whole point.
No, you got Sundays. Celebrate as you wish, but don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I look at this like lots of people don't mention their ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, even if it's a mother of a child. A lot of times it's just uncomfortable. Every time a relationship ends, it sucks at some level. And a lot of times you don't want to think about them and their new beau or ma'am, whatever they're doing. And it's like,
Well, it is. I mean, you are tied to that person for life because of the child that you have together, because of your shitty timing and not pulling out. But and their religious beliefs to not want to get rid of that piece of shit. No, but
yeah.
Somebody like, it doesn't matter if I do or I don't acknowledge her, whatever. And even if so, I didn't do it publicly because I could give a shit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't need to put that face on. I did it personally as a text, For I would still wish her a happy birthday on her birthday.
Would she reciprocate? Would she reach out on your birthday?
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't know that I got. Maybe a Father's Day once in a while, something like that. Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's the only thing. I don't care. I don't give a shit about your birthday. It's kids' birthdays. It's the fact that we have kids together. It's the only reason I care is because you're the mother. So happy Mother's Day. Thanks for shitting out my kids.
Yeah.
Right? Fine. But this year I didn't. And it wasn't intentional, I don't think, really. I just...
Well, you were
like I said,
out of town.
I usually am. My mom's out of town, so I usually see her on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, statute of limitations is run out, I think, on that. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not for life. It's
Well,
fine.
they're older now. Like you said, they're not 7 years old.
Yeah.
They're on their own for the most part, and they're,
It's what it is.
I don't know. These people that act like there's only one way to behave, and I'll tell you, and like shit on someone else for the way they do. Like, you have no idea.
I would love
what
for these-
Chris Pratt's, and maybe he sent her the sweetest text in the world.
Right.
I couldn't be prouder of the mother you are to our son Jack. Who knows? He could have easily done that. And then what? What's he supposed to come out now and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, everybody, but here's the note I wrote her in private."
And maybe the new chick's like, hey, you know what? Don't ever tag me and your ex in the same post again.
100%.
You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on.
100%. Dude, the amount of girls that had issues when Beth and I broke up, that I would start to, whatever, and it was like, look, she's going to be, we have some shit that goes back a long time and is very personal and to us.
Yeah.
And so that person is going to be in my life in some aspect or another. Doesn't mean I'm fucking her, doesn't mean anything.
Right.
But that's just the reality of it. She's a friend. I care deeply for her, and me. She'll send me a card on my birthday, and I'll text her. But that's the reality. But some girls can't handle that, and then you got to make the decision: is it worth the fight to mention them in a post?
Right.
And I would argue, fuck no, it's not. And you
Definitely
don't
not.
know. Maybe Schwarzenegger, the daughter that he's married to now, is super jealous of Anna Faris. Lots of girls would be.
Sure. Absolutely. It's not lost on me.
Yeah.
By any stretch that you don't know. And these people that are the ones coming out here, everyone that sent the cunty little tweets or whatever that is, or comments on that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Then open up. Let's check your fucking closets.
Right.
You better be squeaky clean. You better not ever fucked anything up.
Yep.
You hypocritical twat.
You better send birthday wishes to every person's dick you
Everything,
sucked.
whatever.
Everything.
It doesn't
All of
matter.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not even but it's
You
everything.
used to suck his dick. You didn't even wish him a happy birthday.
You don't
Yeah. Fuck off.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone,
Well.
as they say.
You should put that on a shirt.
I will. Here, I want to play this because it's.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Fuck. Hopefully we don't get booted for playing this. But this is Chris Pratt when he was on. This is a blooper reel.
Yeah, from Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. So there's Amy Schumer and what's her name? That's what's his name's daughter?
I don't know why do I have no sound here?
Yeah, good question. That's not.
Am I?
That's Quincy Jones' daughter.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's who she was.
Yeah, she's great.
Anticlimactic here. Are we potted up?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Well, shit. I don't know.
Is there a volume on the?
I am not.
I know you looked for it in the video, but
I know. Well, but now I can't even get this thing to downsize. Like I'm just a hot mess here.
that's okay.
That's all right. It's not on the real thing. All right. Well, abort.
all right.
I'm just going to drop it in here a little bit. It's just going to come out of the blue, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll keep it potted down a little bit so we can hear it. All right, ask T-Roy.
Okay.
Dear T-Roy, years ago, my child was sexually abused by a relative. After I found out, I reported it, which made the abuser's family very upset.
Oh, they were mad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Charges were filed, and there were court dates, probation, and counseling. To date, everything the judge required of the abuser has legally been fulfilled. While I'm glad everything was completed, I'm still not comfortable having him around my child.
Everyone loves a good comeback.
No,
And
sorry.
was that it?
Yeah, well, I had to reload it.
I'm not comfortable having him around my child or any of their younger siblings. The extended family wants to have large gatherings like were held in the past, and they are so happy we can all be together again. Is it bad that I still don't want my child and other children around the abuser? Is it bad I don't want my child to have to spend every major holiday and celebration with their abuser in the same space?
Would never happen.
What?
That would never fucking happen.
Well, let's let her finish. It bothers me that everyone is celebrating the return of this pedophile and disregarding my child's feelings as if nothing ever happened. Am I wrong to feel this way? What's the best way to handle this? Shell-shocked in Colorado. I don't have kids, T. That's why these are really hard for me. I don't know. I think I know,
I
but
don't think you need to know how kids. Well, first of all, this person is luckily to be breathing. Period.
The pedo?
Yes. Second of all,
Pedophile?
yeah. Go fuck yourself. If you want this person to be there, fine. We won't be. I
Right.
would never, ever, ever subject my children to that.
Right.
So
Is there a level like, I don't know, is it sexually, if an uncle is patting a kid on the butt as he walks by, is that abusive? Like,
I mean,
they don't say
I'm
like,
not going to get into the details of what or how deeply this guy fucked this kid over. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It was the point that charges were filed.
and he had to do a bunch of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
someone believed him or believed her.
exactly. So yeah, no, they would never. That person would never be within 1,000 feet of my kids.
Yeah.
Period. End of
Ever.
story. Whether
Especially if they were still children.
yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, oh, he abused her when she was 7. He went to jail for 3 years and now she's 10.
No.
No. Fuck
you know.
no. Why would you ever want a child to be subject to that?
Exactly. And fuck the family if they don't understand it or if they think, well, we just want to be all together. Well, fuck you.
You're right.
If you don't cherish my kids enough to support them enough to not want this piece of shit around,
Yeah.
that's fine. You guys can spend whatever time you want with them you want.
This is obviously
person.
the family side who has the pedophile as a son.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, well, he didn't finger you, Mom.
No, whatever. Like,
Right?
hey,
He didn't.
hold up in the story. You fuck with my kids, but
Yeah.
no, you're not wrong in this.
Okay.
On any level, that would never happen.
Okay.
Would never be in the same place.
I agree with you.
Hey,
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks, Robert Downey Jr.,
No video?
Who
Rocky.
oh yeah.
Everyone loves a good comeback.
Let me go. I'll put it up there.
Yeah. You're still a train wreck, T.
Well, I was just
fix
doing
this?
the audio at that point, I guess. Just
Oh,
to hear.
was that on purpose? Okay.
no,
That's fine.
No, that was just me. Fucking hell.
Yeah, this system sucks. Better system.
Okay.
God, he's hilarious in this. I think he's great in that. What's the other thing he's in? The big movies, Galaxy?
Jurassic Park. Oh, Galaxy, Guardian of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure is.
I think he's great in those
He is.
movies.
All right.
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr. Who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim, well,
Well, in the video, she gets cum on her back, I think.
Only gonna make the rap party.
Again, I gotta watch it again.
Oh, it's fucking. It is. It's great. The timing, just his
Kim Kardashian, the way they go, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, it's just it's all in character and everything.
everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr. Who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim, well,
Well, in the video, she gets cum on her back, I think.
That'll probably get him to have to take classes at this point. You know what I mean?
That's
that
just,
is so good.
It's so good to me. That's one of my
So
favorite of all
good.
time.
Okay, T-Roy. Dear
Yes,
T-Roy.
Okay.
During a trip to Las Vegas, oh boy.
Oh, well.
going
Okay.
off the rails
Listen.
quick, isn't
First
it?
of all, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but proceed
Okay.
cautiously.
All right, that's a male mantra. It's a much a female mantra.
Okay.
For what it's worth. Dear T-Roy, during a trip to Vegas, I kind of had a one-night stand.
Okay. Sure.
I'm in a relationship. I felt bad afterwards. Problem is, I started having feelings for this guy, Leo. We would message back and forth, more on my end than his. I guess you could say I was hung up on him. I have since mended my relationship with my partner. My issue is Leo is best friends with my best friend's husband. When he visits, I am excluded, which means I can't hang out with her. I tell her we are all adults. We're not in high school.
Oh,
and
so the
can be in
partner
same-
knows about this,
He must.
apparently. Okay.
Yeah. We can be in the same room with each other. It's not fair to me. Are my feelings justified? Any advice? Feeling shunned on the West Coast.
Well, you should have not spread your legs, you whore.
Well, you know.
I mean, not the
That guy,
slut shame.
Leo put his dick in there, though.
I understand that, and Leo probably doesn't have a significant other.
maybe
maybe does,
I don't
maybe
know.
doesn't.
She doesn't say.
Right. But we're not talking about Leo's dick. We're talking about you. And actions,
She wants best of both worlds.
actions have consequences.
Right.
You did it. And if it would have been a one-night stand, you had shame, came back, apparently you told on it. Fucking idiot.
moron.
You
The
know?
amount of
Deny.
fucking morons.
I know, exactly.
Jesus
the fuck do you
Christ.
think you were going to happen?
I understand this is going to get even easier.
Trying to set
just
up
be
that
like,
threesome, were you? Thinking, hopefully,
Yeah.
honey, I know this guy.
You take that fucking guilt and shame feeling and you shove that shit down like a man.
Yeah.
You fucking own that. You eat that shit and you take it to your fucking grave like a respectable
Lock it up,
man.
put it away. Throw it in
Jesus
the key.
Christ, the amount of women who can't go home, enjoy their time in Vegas, got a nice little deep dick from Leo.
Yeah.
And now Bill Mahalski's there on the regular, whatever. You're back with Bill, no big deal.
And if you would have been able to just leave this as a one-night stand, a drunken night in Vegas, shit happens.
Fuck
Anybody
yeah.
could probably understand that. And you could probably still hang out with Leo at that point, right? Like, oh, man, what, right?
Remember us?
Unbelievable, right?
Holy
Oh, my
shit,
gosh.
still got bruises on my ass.
But the fact that you pursued it after, more on your side than his,
Yeah,
or whatever
she did
that
say
was,
that. I
right?
noticed that
You were
too.
the one going after him. So why would your significant other, or partner, as you put, trust you to be around Leo and his giant dick anymore? Because you obviously can't resist the temptation.
Yeah. You
It's
couldn't.
there. Right.
You just met him.
Had you did
Day
it
one in
had
Vegas, you
had
met him
did
and
it
fucked
one
him.
time and moved on, that maybe could have figured it out.
Yeah.
But your actions have
Big
consequences.
old fucking trap yap got you in trouble again.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you want the best of both worlds. I'm
She
sorry.
wants her cock and eat it too.
She's
Or
not
cake, I
Hannah
mean, excuse me.
Montana, and she's not a fucking Van Halen song. You can't go get your cake and then eat it too. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Sorry.
No, not in
You
the
know?
real world.
Deal with it. Next time you go and sit on some giant, veiny fucking clip dick, shut up about it. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Unless you get some fucking VD of some sort and you got to explain yourself, that's different. But if you get some clean cock out there,
Yeah.
take that shit to the grave.
Yeah.
You're just trying to.
Pro
you're-
tip, everybody, just if you're in Vegas, why don't you wrap that thing up?
Yeah.
Smart.
Let's get some email. Blackjack
Hey,
documentary.
you know what?
Yeah.
Email is brought to you
Okay.
by your
All
insurance
right.
expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, and Medicare supplements, so you don't have to be. Call Nick Matthews at 248-914-1173. That's 248-914-1173.
Okay, Blackjack documentary. I had mentioned the other day.
Yes, you couldn't
watching
remember the
one.
name.
Yeah, I
Gave
couldn't.
a lot of explicit details, but could not remember the name.
That's common for me. You know, it really is. Someone said, hey, Blackjack documentary, Inside the Edge. Just watched it. Thanks for mentioning it. Great doc. Shows have been decent lately. Hope your back is doing well. I had 2 back surgeries. All has been great since. I could debate whether we want to hear from the trannies or fags. Do you not really interested in hearing about it? Fuck Massey. Deleting his music I bought. That asshole votes for people who want to destroy the country. Cheers, Eddie.
All right, Eddie.
All right. That's I appreciate, you know, I didn't answer the call, but Massey called me literally as I was walking down to do this show.
Yeah, well, you were busy.
Yeah, I was just about to start the show, so I didn't answer it. But, you know, I understand. People have made it very clear their position on
Absolutely.
Massey, and I'm trying really fucking hard to just keep the doors open for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, Jade Catapretta came in here. She's great. She's a friend of ours. She's also super fucking liberal.
Yeah.
She's
It's amazing, though, that the
you know what I
conversation
mean?
didn't have to go that far.
No,
And-
it didn't.
And you could
And-
actually talk to a person and about the person themselves.
And hey, I was never interested in going there with fucking Massey. He brought that on, not me.
That's fair.
I
And
had
yeah,
to fucking deal with it.
All that wall, yeah, exactly. That whole fallout was
Not my fault.
Off air, had nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do with us, nothing to do with this show.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like it couldn't not be addressed. I felt
Had to
like
be.
I didn't know what else to do.
It'd be disingenuous to act like it didn't happen, just have it on and not talk about it. We
But
had
this
to.
time, I don't mind reading some of these emails. Like, dude, this is the fallout. Just in reality, this is the fallout. Just so you're aware.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. You know,
Actions have consequences.
Troy and I are still welcoming you into our house. You're going to stay here for a couple days. We'll play some music. We'll have some fun. We'll play music off air. We'll have fun. But just so you're aware, it's not that this hasn't come at a cost for us.
This is like-
people have canceled their memberships over Mike Massey.
Right? That dude's costing
So,
us money.
That's
You're affecting our bottom line,
and
Massey.
we don't have enough of it coming in to lose 1 or 2.
Right? That's the equivalent of tripping and falling on Leo's dick in Vegas and then not being able to see him again
Right.
and whining about it.
Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Martha. This is from Steve, the main anarchist. I'm
Okay.
assuming this is that douchebag that sent you a bunch of fucking fish or whatever.
Oh, is that him?
Lobsters,
Was he
maybe?
the
I don't know.
anarchist?
I
Oh.
shouldn't call him a douche. He's
Oh, yeah.
fucking.
No,
That was very
so-
sweet
Oh
of
my
him.
gosh, that was so good.
I had to leave the house.
Lobsters.
I didn't even want to be in the house with them.
Oh man, that was so good.
Yeah,
Oh.
they look cute though, and they were in the box. And they
Yeah,
were
they were
kind of
still
smaller, and
alive.
they're live, and they're blinking. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna punch that guy till he's dead? What's the matter
I
with
fucking
you?
crushed his skull with a hammer.
Oh, Jesus, that just breaks
you
my heart,
fucking
even though they're ugly as
crustacean.
fuck. Martha.
Oh, I just boiled him to death.
Martha Stewart.
It's amazing how long they stay alive in boiling water. Yeah,
Well, they're used to being in water,
yeah,
whether
but
it's
not boiling
warm.
though. Yeah, like a
I
hot
didn't
tub
want
for a
I don't want to
while.
hear them scream.
It's not really a scream. It's just the steam escaping their shell.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So they're not screaming bloody murder?
They're not screaming. It's,
Are they in
no.
pain?
Oh, they don't feel pain.
They don't?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't care. They're
Did he
delicious.
say anything? Did he go, ow, fucker, what? When
No.
you hit him in the head
He
with a
looked
hammer?
at me with those beady little weird eyes and was
Yeah.
like, "Help me!"
And those giant weird antenna ashes?
Yeah.
Like,
And I was like, "Shut up and die. I'm hungry."
yeah. Martha Stewart, a national treasure. What the fuck, dude? She lives here in Maine on Mount
Oh yeah,
Desert, pronounced like Sahara, not Sunday. Mount Desert
Well,
Island.
How many S's are in there? That's how we figured that out.
Exactly. What's the?
What? One is desert, two is dessert.
Yeah, very good.
So smart.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people fuck that up though. They don't know.
A lot of people don't know they're theirs and theirs.
Yeah, that drives me nuts too. Yours, the
Yep.
yours of the world. The
I've noticed
theirs,
my autocorrect.
the twos.
My autocorrect is fucking me sometimes.
Yeah,
You
mine
know?
too.
Like I've literally put like I know the difference between an E and when to put an E and when not.
Yeah,
And I've literally typed your, not put an E, and it'll change it to apostrophe RE.
yeah,
I'm like, what? I didn't fucking do that.
yeah. Through is the one that gets me.
Oh.
THRU. I don't want to do the whole ROUGH. Like, I know how to spell through, but THRU, and it's like, oh, you meant they. And it's like, no, fuck face. For the 1000th time, I did not mean they.
Yeah.
THRU, oh, they. And if you've gotten a text from me that says, excuse me, sir, go duck yourself.
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
It's never duck.
No.
Never.
It's never go duck yourself.
Yeah. I hate when it's like you're spelling they, THEY, and you accidentally hit the EU instead of Y, right?
Yeah,
They're right
and
next
it's
to
like,
each other.
duh.
Like, right, not they is not one of the things that you're going to offer me a possible, correction for.
Yeah.
I have to delete the U to get a Y in there. Like
Restaurant. Nobody on earth knows. Spelling bee champions don't know how to spell restaurant. And I've gotten it like where it's like, this is so fucking close. And it's like, I got no idea. I don't know what you're trying to say. Restaurant? What? No suggestions.
No.
Really? I can't get close to restaurant for you to figure this out?
I always
So,
feel like mine
back
bails
to,
me out on that one.
Huh?
I feel like mine bails me out on that.
Mine does not.
Maybe you're that far off.
No, I'm not.
I think I can go RESTA and it's going to pop up restaurant.
I might be going RESTR. Restaurant? AUNT?
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
RESTRANT. Restaurant.
Restraint. It's restraint. So, anyways, back to Martha Stewart, who lives on Mount Desert Island. She is a royal, snotty bitch to the locals. A real case of, do you know who I am? No respect for that piece of shit at all.
But
Have
would
a
you?
nice day, Steve. Yeah.
But would you?
Yeah.
That's the real question here.
Yeah. At 81, it's a fraudulent 81. There's no way her skin is that smooth and all that, but still.
Only one way to find out. Do it for the story.
Yeah. The fuck is up with T-Roy's nose? Is he on oxygen? Monday's show is hard to listen to. Loyal fan Steve. Different Steve. It's called allergies, Steve. Yeah. The whole house is going through it.
It is bad.
Right now. It's bad. It's bad for me. The pollen landed like a fucking... And we're not even at Cottonwood.
We are not.
Time yet, which
and
is
I think,
a nightmare, too.
This was addressed in the fan page. Somebody came after me.
Oh,
really,
did they?
Not really came after me, but brought it up. But I think my nasal polyps are back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone says go see an ENT.
I know. Well, no shit.
Tell T-Roy to go see an ENT. It'll change his life. But on that note...
I already had surgery 6 years ago to have him fucking yanked out.
Yeah.
And I told myself, if they ever come back, I'm never going through this again. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So, I think they're back.
Tell T-Roy to go see an ENT. It will change his life. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad.
On that note, T-Roy has gotten really good. I know talking in an entertaining way on a microphone is much tougher than it seems, and T-Roy has really developed that skill. Also, I really enjoy the Ask T-Roy segment.
Well, thank you
Well,
very
there you
much.
go.
I have been conscious of it. I'm disappointed that Mondays was that bad because I thought I was focusing
And
on
maybe
it.
that's an old email, too.
Oh, that's possible. That is
don't
possible.
know.
I'll have to check a date on that because I didn't know it was an issue. You know, I don't hear it. I don't go back and listen.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times it probably is. I'm not paying attention. I'm listening to you, and this thing's probably sitting right here in my face, and I'm just sitting here breathing into it and not realizing it. So I've been a little more conscious. Listen, this is not my forte. I'm learning.
Yep.
I'm not above reproach.
Yep.
So
we all
I
have a
have been
learning curve.
trying to do better. So
You're doing great.
thank you. But yes, allergies this year's fuck. It's been a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I have a
Seeing
close
you
friend.
mow the lawn and then come in is quite a treat.
Oh my god! Even this.
That's how I
my
am, dude.
eyes were like fucking ready to close and all itchy today just for no reason. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah. Grass, pollen, all of that shit just kills me.
I have someone close to me that has a theory that there's something with the vaccine that the way that affects you or something makes your allergies worse. Something about how that does something in you. Whether that's all bullshit, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I will say, and I've noticed for the last few years, going, God, I feel like they're getting worse every year. My allergies.
Yeah.
Because I've had them my whole life, but it just seems like, and I don't know if it's an
Allergies
age
are
thing.
weird, man. The way they kick in and they get worse when you get older.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects.
Yeah.
Like I know I was never allergic to ibuprofen growing up.
Right.
And now I'll break out in hives like crazy. Like why all of a sudden now at my age am I allergic to ibuprofen?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but it's the way it is. All right, Snapchat AI. We've stirred the pot with this one, and this goes back to Amy Zempel, who wrote, I'm proud to be white, and then the machine spit something out like, now that's not cool. And then she was like, I'm proud to be black, and it's like, oh my God, awesome. Tell me all about how cool being black is, or whatever it said. So, Mike T. Roy, when you first mentioned the Snapchat AI responses, I jumped on my Snapchat and tried it and got the exact response that White Oprah got. Unfortunately, I didn't screenshot those responses. Today I tried again, and not only is the response different, but it is the same regardless of which race you claim to be proud of. I typed, I'm proud to be white, and AI responded, I don't think it's appropriate to talk about race like that. Let's talk about something else. I then typed, I'm proud to be black, and got the same response. And then he shared the screenshots.
Okay.
And it gave him the same.
So now it gives the same answer originally.
But if Bone Job is to be believed here, he got exactly what Amy got the first time, but just didn't screenshot it. He tested his when.
Yes, correct.
And they've since, maybe they got a lot of pushback.
I'm sure that got traction. I don't know if she put that onto her Twitter out there. I don't know. Other people did it, I'm sure.
I guarantee you other people. That's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to look for holes and things like
Absolutely.
that.
That's
what they're going to do. And so it doesn't shock me. And if that comes up, like, okay, you're not even trying to hide the quiet part, right? You're just going with it. So if enough people see that and go, what the fuck, AI? How come I can't say I'm proud to be white, which I really wouldn't have a problem with, but I can say I'm proud to be black, I'm proud to be Asian, I'm proud to be Italian, whatever, but white you have a fucking problem with.
Yeah.
It seems bullshitty.
A bit of a hypocrisy there.
James says, Bone Job as the subject. He's always so spot on. You should bring him in for an interview. It's called common sense.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects.
That's where my degree stands.
Yeah. This is why T. Roy is good at this. This is why I'm brilliant at this.
Indeed.
And why Bone Job is good at when he makes statements, because it's mostly based in common sense.
Yeah, it's
and
not that hard.
It's not rocket science to go, yep, that seems fucked up. I think we shouldn't do that as a society.
It's not as common as you would think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let's see. Oh boy, your boy wrote in. I don't know if I should read it to you.
Whatever.
See if you can guess who it's from. T. Roy is gay.
Hey, James.
All this time, he finally reveals he likes it in the ass. Did you?
No.
His love of all things tranny is all making sense now. Good for him. The first step in fixing a problem is admitting you have one. I wish him well. On the same note, great story on the mental patient, except not a happy ending is that Mo didn't die. The fellas at work laughed uproariously until you revealed that he lived. Fucking dipshit. I hope his road to recovery is long and arduous one. Ciao. So this must be about the guy that went in with a butt plug? And then had that thing just fucking rocket ship through his fucking chest cavity, which is still hilarious.
It is.
And then we had a conversation about, like, don't tell me how to wash my butt plug. But I was like, dude, I'm going to wash my butt plugs by hand.
Yeah.
I don't want them in my dishwasher. Appreciate the same from you. But you didn't seem to have a problem. If you were going to throw a butt plug in a dishwasher.
I'm just saying I think it all comes out in the wash. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think they're all
when
clean
it heats
when it's
up
done.
to 400 degrees or whatever.
Yeah, just takes that shit and just melts it right away.
There's still something creepy about it. I'm not throwing my butt plugs in there.
Okay, fair.
But I'll wash them by hand. Maybe I don't do as good a job, but I keep it away from my forks and knives.
Okay. Well, something about that,
thing.
getting to that 400 degrees, sanitizing.
Yeah. We still have this many emails. We could literally do a show on email.
My goodness.
Send them along, though. I enjoy reading them. So does T. Walters at DetroitCast.com. And with that, we shall call it a day. And I believe we got Forey coming by to bring some food over tonight.
Dinner time.
Yeah, he's bringing some steaks and some bullshit for you.
Walleye, baby. Oh, man, walleye is so good.
Okay. Yeah, enjoy your walleye.
It's the season.
I'd rather have a black eye than a walleye.
Okay, we can work down that.
Yeah. I didn't say black guy.
That's what I heard.
No.
No.
I would not rather have a black guy than a walleye.
That's what I heard.
But I would rather have a black eye
Let the people decide. They heard what they heard.
than a walleye. I love a black guy instead of a walleye. I might even take the black guy
Over a walleye?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
well.
how fucked fish are to me.
Yum.
All right, everybody. Have a great remainder of the day. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.